Okay. I think now we're good. Uh, see if he sold any shit. Not a goddamn thing. Check, check. Okay, cool. We're coming on. Fucking Discord, too. All right, folks, and that was the band Makari featuring their new song, Reflection. Alright, let's fucking get to it. We got shit to do today. But there's probably gonna be a good amount of motherfucking downtime because we gotta find a party in Quiffum. The fuck? Controller's not on. There we go. A little bullshit going on there for a second. I don't got shit, do I? Nope, and I am down to some low ass. Oh wait, I think I need to put. Yep. I need to put back the shield. Wardrobe I had all my shit in? Nope. Case. Yep. Shield. And I can't wait to use this thing. I have like fucking 3 levels before I can use it, but this bitch is bad. Oh, and I don't know. See, I don't know if it was a good idea to do this. I feel like it was. I need to look at my stats when I do this. So my strength is 24, dex. Well, hold on a second. This is what I really need to look at right here. So having the monk 24, 30, 25, 26. See, I kind of want to know if changing my sub job to let's see what happens. Strength 25. God damn. I feel like so dexterity went down. Vitality. I think went down. Wait. Nah. I don't care about mind and intelligence. Charisma is 19. I feel like I need charisma. So 25, 29, 23, and 19. See, Monk also has boost though, which is like pretty dope for thief. Yeah, so strength goes down a little bit, but dexterity goes up. Vitality goes up a little bit too. Charisma stays the same though. I think, what is it? Agility went down? Did agility go down? So that was 26. So that's 26. Huh. I would have thought Monk would have had higher agility. Well, that's weird. I'm just gonna switch to Monk for boost because at this point it's kind of pretty much what I need for it. Until I can get like Berserk or something, because basically Thief just has to be able to go in and do some hits on clutch. Oh shit, do I have my Chocobo license now? Key items. There we are. Okay, so we do have the Chocobo license. I always love... Is this a thief's outfit? I think... Oh, it's a ranger. See, ranger's always dope because they still have the knives too, and then they have like that badass, Oh, what the fuck? She ain't got shit. Although that would make so much sense though, right? So if If you're a ninja and a ranger, then you can use Ffxi, and then you can use your ranger abilities and not get hit. Damn. That's actually pretty smart. I kind of like that. Huh. And then you can dual wield too. Now if I was this person, I would not fucking dual wield this stupid bullshit, but unless that's probably the... Actually, I don't know. Talking all that shit, but I don't know. I don't want to be here. Alright, guys. We gotta look for a party. If anybody's selling anything good. Oh, what is this? Charisma 7. I feel like that's for stealing, right? Because charisma ups your stealing ability. I feel like that's what that's for, but it doesn't matter. I don't have close to that much skill anyways. I'm not going to be 75 for a long ass time. So, fuck it. This is dope. The treat staff. It's been called the treat staff once or twice. Oh, what we got here? Oh, what do we got here? Something I don't give a fuck about. Wait, a thief? Oh, never mind. What are you selling, bitch? Bitch, what are you selling? Wait, what is this? Guidestone? What's this? Oh, I never knew that was clickable. That's kind of cool. Huh. Alright. Oh, what the fuck is going on here? How the hell? Wait, how the fuck did he do that? What is going on? Oh, wait a second. Is that one of the... Hold up. Hold up. That'd be sick. If we could transform into something like that. I think that's part of the Halloween costume event thing. I thought I fucking tried them all, though. I didn't see anything like that. Oh, what the... Well, it's not as cool, but hey, here we are. Actually, their running animation... Oh, he's a thief, too. He's got a little... Well, is he a thief? That's a sword, actually. I don't know what he is. But we're out here. Crewed up. You know what I'm saying? Just waiting for a fucking quiffing party. And, gonna get some memes going here in a minute. Because... Actually, I need to look and see before we start doing that bullshit. Let's see who the fuck's out where. Actually, even better. I got a better idea. Oh, what the hell? That's not what I want to do. No. Here we are. Okay, so there are some people out in Quiffum. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, there's 6 of them bitches. I should probably hit him up and let him know. Be like, yo, if any of you guys want to bounce, let me out in that bitch. See that you guys have 6 people in your party, but if anyone wants to leave, I'm down to join. Thank you. Exclamation point for good measure. You know, sometimes if you're just a little polite, you know, people are more likely to do what you want them to do. We'll keep you in mind. See? Look at that. They'll keep me in mind. How fucking nice. Okay. So, there is something kind of... we're just going to watch it until then. It's kind of the old school Final Fantasy XI way. But there's something kind of cool I wanted to watch. I was never, like, a big fan of World of Warcraft. But I saw, like, a video of Asmongold reacting to... well, I didn't watch the full video. I just watched, like, a very small part of it. Apparently, there's, like, an old school, like, Warcraft game. There was, like, a point and click, like, one of those, what was it? Like, there's... I think Zelda did one, where it's, like, he's, like, a cartoon, and he, like, fucking runs around, and he has, like, a bunch of corny-ass 90s pickup lines and shit. Or pickup lines, but just lines in general. It looked like it could be some good memes, so... Also, too, at one point, I don't know when I'm going to transition to start doing it, but I know there's a bunch of people who've, like, lost their jobs and shit, and so, because I do digital marketing for, like, a living, figured I could start just, like, going over some, like, basic SEO and, like, PPC shit, and, like, teach people how to, like, legitimately apply for, like, 45 to 60K jobs, like, with, like, hardly any experience, so, but, for now, I gotta structure that shit a little bit better. But, let's just fucking go ahead and do it. Oh shit, actually, I need to keep that bottom open just in case someone messages me.
Why would they hire them?
Production of the game was slow and cumbersome for 2 years until Steve Merzinski, the game designer of other point-and-click adventure projects, was brought to save the dumpster fire of the game.
Oh my god.
It didn't work. In 1998, the game was cancelled and would never see the light of day.
That's a shame. It really is a shame, dude.
Until, in 2010, a mysterious Russian, only going by the name Man Biker, and another Russian named Rador leaked the game to the masses.
So, like...
This is that game.
You know, so, like, that... On that note, I really, really hope that more of that shit comes out. Like, I kind of can't help but wonder how many games are, like, really going to be lost to the ether as, like, time goes on. Especially as, like, companies crack down on their content. So I'm, like, I'm praying for those Russian hackers, the Chinese hackers. Praying for you people.
What?
And I'm not even much of a prayer, put it that way.
Oh. We're gonna get a chance to watch?
Let's speak.
Wait, what?
Okay, so keep in mind this
What
game
the
isn't
fuck?
finished.
Was that
Warcraft
Duratan?
Adventures Lord of the Clans is a point-and-click adventure game where you get to play as a lovable,
Why do they look like,
honorable, and...
fuck, what was that show? Was it just called Gargoyles? Someone's gotta fucking know what I'm talking about. Fuck. I think it was like from like the 90s. I think it was just called Gargoyles. Anyways, that's what that shit reminds me of, except for the green. Not great.
respectful thrall.
Oh my god. Look, dude.
He's really.
They just fucking
The
kicked shit out
90s
of
were
him,
a
spit on
different
him.
time. You guys need to understand this. If you didn't play video games back then, it was a really early form of art, and many things back then were not really fleshed out.
Yeah, gold. It's taken all my willpower not to choke the chicken.
Well, maybe it isn't the thrall we all
Choke
know
the
and love.
chicken,
This
huh?
thrall
I
is
like
not
this.
voiced by Chris Metzen, but
Yeah.
instead
Haven't called it
Clancy
that in a
Brown,
while.
aka Mr. Krabs. Other notable
Shit
actors
like
are
going
Tony
on.
J and Peter Cullen. But I'm getting off topic.
Perfect, dude.
Warcraft Adventure starts with Thrall,
Perfect.
trapped in a prison by Lieutenant Blackmore. The
Okay.
lieutenant has kept Thrall as a
Oh, we
slave
just killed
ever
that
since
guy.
he
We
was
were
a
just
baby,
there.
and has attempted to make him a pawn to rally the orcs to have his
Yeah.
own personal military. Of course, Thrall doesn't want to do that and escapes in the most noble way possible.
Wait, does he really?
Oh, he just yeeted his ass.
Ooh.
Thrall flees
Oh my
Durnhold
fucking
Keep and
God.
finds a wanted poster for
Okay.
Gromhillscream
Wait, how
and
the
runs
fuck?
in the gas.
How the fuck you just gonna get tossed by a fucking... Wait, what the fuck are those called? Little launchers. Anyways, doesn't matter. Bitch, you'd roll an ankle or something.
Gazlowe. You know Gazlowe, he's the trade prince
didn't
of
know-
the Bilgewater,
Wait,
the
really?
Seaman Ratchet,
Damn, I didn't even know
among
that at
many
all.
other places throughout the years. And here he's very passionate about Samoflanges.
Samoflange.
Samoflange.
Samoflange!
At this point, we
The
also get to see
fuck?
Thrall's true identity.
What
I
the?
think I'll just sit here and look stupid. I've got your Samoflange right here, shorty.
Apparently not all the voice acting was done, so we got this instead. Gazlowe tells Thrall to go steal some plans from some gnomes.
Yeah.
These are fake plans, designed to throw the gnomes off track.
Uh-huh.
Substitute these for the real plans
What's
without
Thrall
them
gonna say?
noticing.
When Thrall gets there, he just starts breaking shit.
Wait, he didn't break anything. He just stood there.
Wait, I was thinking the same
whoops.
goddamn thing. What the fuck is going on? This is literally like some Final Fantasy 11 shit. Because they didn't have like the proper like animations. You're just like standing there and just like some random shit happens.
Wait, he didn't break anything. He just stood
Wait, what the fuck? It's a cartoon. Why the fuck couldn't they animate that? That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
there.
Whoops.
But they're just. They're just
My
like-
bladder's full.
He gets the plans, returns to
Oh my
Gazlowe.
God.
Gazlowe makes this face, and then they set off in his Zeppelin
This is
to a
so-
world of
this is
adventure
so
to find
shitty.
Gromhillscream. They go to an orc reservation in what I think is supposed to be the Burning Steps.
Orc
and this is where we
reservation?
find my favorite character.
Oh, this
named
is great.
Burning
Zul'jin.
Steps.
You know Zul'jin,
It's
like, Okay.
I barely
warlord of
played
the Amani
anything.
Forest
Yeah,
trolls,
guy's a badass.
fierce
Like,
enemy
he's got
of the
one
High
arm, though,
Elves,
for a
and a
little bit.
badass troll that lost his eye and his arm
Yep.
and kept kicking ass. Surely he will get the proper
Yeah,
representation.
he's gonna look
in
like a
this game.
badass, right?
Oh, come in, come in. Oh, please feel free to look
The fu-
around.
what in the
I've
2020
got all
fuck?
sorts-
Bitch got his hair fucking... Got the scarf to match. And a dress.
of exotic goods imported from the islands of Kultila.
He's like the most annoying NPC in Skyrim. It's like you take the most annoying
Huh.
NPC possible, and it's like, yeah, this is
What
the
are these
troll
trophies
warlord.
back here? What the fuck? You just sell trophies? Is this what this is? For the 3 people in all chats, if you know what the fuck this is, do you just buy trophies in Warcraft? Is that how you earn your shit? You don't earn it, you just buy it? It makes sense. This is why the fuck I play Final Fantasy 11.
This is my troll warlord. I don't even understand. What the fuck, dude?
To the flame pits of the Hellfire Peninsula. Oh, Zul'jin's rarities are renowned throughout the lands of Lordaeron.
Yeah.
If you have any questions about the merchandise, just ask me.
Well, he's a lot more
How does he have another arm?
flamboyant than I remember.
Well, yeah, not only is he flamboyant, but he also has an extra arm and an extra eye. Look at
Wait,
him.
He's a lot
what?
more flamboyant.
Look, there's
Oh,
2
yeah.
eyes.
He ain't missing shit.
He's got 2 fucking eyes.
He's
the
leaning on the
merchandise,
arm that he's
just
supposed to
ask
be
me.
missing.
Well, he's a lot more flamboyant than I remember.
Uh-huh.
Thrall also runs into a group of drunken orcs that are a part of the Shattered Hand clan, but sold their blades for alcohol. But it's okay
Oh,
because
fuck.
they're really good
Oh
at rapping.
fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Hold on 1 second. Pause for the cause, people. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put on some... Yeah, fuck it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a second. What the fuck's up, Twitch chat? We fucking out here, you know what I'm saying? We got the fucking spooky, ooky, booky shit going on here, you know what I'm saying? What's up, guys? Thanks for sticking around and thanks for chilling. Let me check my shit real quick. I guess let's see if someone hit me up for a party. I don't think they did. I was watching the chat the entire time, so I don't think anybody did anything. But let's take a little look-see, shall we? Turn the fucking controller on, because this bitch likes to shut off about every 2 seconds, so I don't fucking press a button. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm still Is it Yagudo or is it Yagudo? Or am I even saying that fucking wrong? Actually, real talk, this is kind of cool. You know what would have been sick, actually? If they do like a Final Fantasy, if they actually do a Final Fantasy 11 remake, can we, for the love of God, please? I wouldn't mind even having something kind of related to like, or relatable to like World of Warcraft, where they had like the Horde versus the not Horde. But like for Final Fantasy 11, like you get to pick like a Beastman tribe. Honestly, that would be kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be kind of sick. Obviously, you can't really be this guy. I don't think. I mean, he can be this guy, I guess, but fucking stab you, bitch. Hey, Holmes. The fuck you looking at, Holmes? Fucking shanked his ass real quick. You don't play here? Hey, what up, bird? What up, bird? Hey, what up, cup? Stab his ass. Give me fucking money. Bitch, this is a stick up. You think it's a fucking game, son? You think it's a fucking game, son? Oh! Wait, what is that? Fisherman? Experience points? Okay. What the fuck, cheddar? Bob? Fisherman? I don't understand what the fuck the fisherman means. Rollenberry. Nigga. You get to the Rollenberry. Yeah, I thought 20s. I thought this was like Quiff, bitch. I thought 20s was supposed to be Quiffam Island. I like legitimately don't know. He said, fuck Quiffam Island. I mean, fuck it, really. I don't have much else on. I mean, okay. There you go. That's right there. Oh, and please, goddamn it, can we please get a jump animation? I'm trying to jump over shit, especially as a Yagudo, whatever the fuck it's called. Oh, look at my boy over here. He's straight fishing. It's been done millions of times. Bitch, that's part of the experience. Homegirl's fishing over here. Looking like a real fishing cat. Damn. You know what's crazy? I always forget that, like, in some of the animations, they make them have, like, straight, like, hamstrings and quads. Like, shit is crazy, son. I suppose I should set my home point here, so that way in case I die, I don't gotta worry about doing all that running back and forth and all that bullshit. All that bullshit. Set this as your home point. Give him a /P, yo. Wait, these motherfuckers aren't even there yet. So where in... Oh, I'm chilling in Juno until they get their shit together. Alright, let's go back to the meme stream until they comment back. Bitch, give me a location.
Hand Clan, but sold their blades for alcohol. But it's okay because they're really good at rapping.
There's 14 ways to skin a dwarf, skin a dwarf, skin a dwarf. 14 ways to skin a dwarf, and here is number 3. Wrap his beard around a plank, get that plank up mighty yank, and hit it right down to it, take it down.
Okay.
Brawl finds Gromp
Unironically better than most rap nowadays.
Is a shell of its former self, and that they need to stop drinking so much beer.
Grom looks like a badass.
Stop! You! Get out! And that goes for anyone else who wants to drink that poison!
You're goddamn
Rend
right.
and Maim are also revealed to be the main antagonists of the story.
Ren Blackhand.
Rend and Maim?
Two orc brothers who are in league with the humans. They are
Alright, I don't know if it's because we walked away from this video. It's not as funny as I thought it was going to be. Well, they're saying the camp is going to be better than not. Well, we'll see. We'll have to fucking see about that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's fucking. Well, let's do something. God damn it. Fuck. I should probably get my shit together. All right. Let me think for like 1 second. I think it's gonna take them. Yeah, they're. Oh, that bitch isn't. Oh, they have warps. Oh. Okay. I see them. I see what they're doing now. I get it. I totally get it. Okay, what we're gonna do, I think we should like podcast something, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's fucking podcast something for now. I need to get caught up on the Linus Tech Tips ones. It's been a little bit. Why is this shit muted?
To the WAN Show, the only weekly.
God damn, is that loud? I feel like that's loud. Let me check my levels.
Tech news show where
Shit's all clipping and shit. Fuck. Let's take that down to about half mast.
tech news is more of a side dish. But we have some delicious sides today. AMD Big Navi is coming, and it actually looks like pretty good. Looks pretty good. Should I let AMD get me excited about graphics? Cause like,
why not? What
do you mean why
Team
not?
Red TV.
What do you mean why not? Cause Team Red
Team Red
it's
TV, man.
it's so hot. It's so hot it burned me.
Look at that ass.
So many times.
I was thinking, you know how I do Pokemon computers?
Thick boy.
Yes.
I was thinking Charmander.
You're thinking you had a Charmander before already. That's you can't reuse the Pokemon. There's like 8 billion Pokemon now. You don't.
Yeah, but only Gen 1 matters.
No, I don't even want to hear about it.
I agree
no,
with that.
no,
Gen
forget
1.
it. Intel officially reveals more.
Gen 1 is the only one that matters. Actually, I take that back. I'll give Gen 2 an honorary membership. And Score Bunny is a good-looking Pokemon, but only him. That little tadpole jizz-looking one, he looks lame.
Rocket Lake details. There's more Rocket Lake details. Hopefully they're good details. Otherwise, oh boy, big trouble. What else we got?
Oculus Quest 2 was jailbroken. Get freaking wrecked. There's also, this note is in there. There was like bounties.
Hi, Mark.
There was bounties and they were placed by Palmer Lucky, which is hilarious.
God damn, I should have got a shot.
Oh my god, that's
also 10,000 PPI display.
10,000
what?
PPs.
A 10,000 PPI display.
You don't have a
Unbelievable.
10,000 PP.
That is so much PP. You have no idea how much PP I have. You'd be amazed at my PP.
You sent
I wrote the intro,
PewDiePie
sorry,
a
it's too
whole
late.
computer, and he didn't rate it. So I don't know. Impossible to know.
Apparently that computer is working again.
Oh.
Yeah. PewDiePie dropped into, or I don't know, someone who works for him, someone from the official actual handle dropped into one of my live streams a little while ago and was like, oh, hey, by the way, the Creeper PC is working now. And I was like, what? And then they never replied again. And I was like, okay, maybe that was actually Felix.
Maybe that was him.
Yeah. Because if it was like a subordinate, they probably would have hung around for a little bit and like interacted.
Yeah.
Why don't we jump right into Big Navi? Because that is the big energy this week. AMD has finally...
yeah.
We have books.
Yeah, it is. AMD has finally revealed their first add-in graphics cards featuring their RDNA 2 technology. Big Navi really is way more fun to say, though. RDNA 2 is the same graphics technology that is to be found in the upcoming next-generation consoles, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series S and Series X. But obviously, these are the high-end PC versions, and it looks like, at least on the surface, they are going to absolutely mop the floor with the console versions, as long as you've got the money to pay to play, because they ain't going to be cheap. Although, with what NVIDIA's done with high-end graphics card pricing over the last 5 years or so, I mean, hey, $1,000 for a graphics card? That sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
I guess
What a great deal.
It's all about what you're used to, right? It's what you're used to. So the lineup is the Radeon RX 6800, which AMD says will be faster than an RTX 3070 at $579, and the 3070 is around $499. That is probably going to be the least competitive in the lineup. It's got 60 compute units, 1.8 gigahertz game clock, 2.1 gig boost. So if you're water cooling, you might get a fair bit more performance, and 16 gigs of GDDR6 non-X. And that is a 250 watt card. Then if you step up to the
Where the fuck are they
XT,
going?
honestly, the
understand,
6800 and 6800 XT sound so different in performance that it kind of
Should've got a
surprises
Chocobo,
me
so
that
I
it's
should've
not
done.
like a
Would've saved myself so much
6700,
goddamn trouble.
6800 move.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't have done
Wait,
the
how much is
XT
a
moniker
Chocobo?
thing. I strongly agree with that. It's not like, oh, this like, yeah, it's not.
I don't actually know how much a Chocobo is.
Very
No.
significant.
It's still 16 gigs of GDDR6,
Alright, I gotta
so
find,
no
like, a good
GDDR6X like Nvidia's been using, and
that's
no HBM memory, which poor AMD. Like, it's been hilarious for the AMD fanboys. Like, how to identify an AMD fanboy, okay? Over the last few years. Well, Nvidia doesn't even have HBM memory.
And like, how much do they know about HBM, and how much do they care about HBM?
Who cares? Who cares? It doesn't matter. The price, performance, and power consumption suck. So the HBM memory is like, okay, good for you. So HBM memory is nowhere to be found, which is probably how they're managing to do $649 for what they're saying is a 3080 competitor. So they're undercutting Nvidia by about $50 here. It's got 72 CUs.
Is that Intel's?
2 gigahertz game clock. Like, this thing is going to
kinda
be
crazy.
way faster than the 6800. Then this, I have no idea. Like, had you heard any credible rumor about a 6900 XT?
No,
Anything?
not at all. I strongly did not believe, and I was very wrong, clearly. I strongly did not believe they were going to come out being able to compete at the high end at all. And I believe I even said that like a month ago
Oh, probably.
on WAN.
And there's no way that I would have challenged you on it, but I was not only surprised that we got a legitimate, well, we're going to get, we hope, we're going to be getting legitimate high-end offerings from AMD's Radeon division. Not only that, but they managed to surprise me entirely with a top-of-the-line 6900 XT. This one's got 80 versus 72 compute units for
This
the
controller,
6800.
like when I turn left,
2
it like
gigahertz
kind
game
of
clock,
has this weird
16
like
gig
stutter.
GDDR6 again, and they are claiming roughly equivalent performance to the RTX 3090, but undercutting it by $500. Now, part of that difference in price is obviously going to be that the RTX 3090 comes with significantly more expensive GDDR6 memory and a lot more of it. But
Alright, so
I mean,
they are in the
hey,
same spot.
we
I
said
just
this
gotta
about
get over there.
HBM memory, didn't we? And HBM2 after that. Your fancy memory ain't gonna do you much good if you don't got the performance. So
Yeah, and also like the 3090s, as much as Nvidia's branding around like workstation, non-workstation cards is confusing and misleading constantly, but the 3090s like technically more positioned for non-gamers.
yep. I
And
know.
it feels
Little
like
28
the
red mage
6900
there.
XT isn't. This feels like it's straight up
See,
gamer
he had a
department.
Chocobo.
Straight
He
up
was
gamer.
smart. He didn't
And
fucking dick
I
around
mean,
like I
as
did.
much as Nvidia might position things as not for gamers, they send very
It
mixed
definitely
messages.
is.
Yeah, they send very mixed messages.
Absolutely.
You know what's funny though? The only reason that we want any 3090s, like we are actually, I didn't buy it at first. I was like, what do you mean the 3080 is the flagship? Obviously, we're going to do all of our showcase builds with 3090s. But I've actually kind of bought into the whole 3080 is the top of the line and
shit.
3090 is like
We got some
ridiculous now
mobs here
because
that can fuck our
it
day up.
just is not enough more performance for how much more expensive it is. Like it's
Also,
not.
like doesn't exist.
Yeah, and
Oh,
it
what
also
the fuck?
doesn't exist.
Speaking
And
about, sorry, go for it.
What is
I was just
going
gonna say
on
the
here?
only thing that we're even considering using one
What is
for
going on here?
internally is for very, very large video
Alright, I
editing
gotta just gotta
projects.
fucking-
All the editing
Yeah.
work editors,
gotta
they
fucking
want
say fuck it.
3090s. And then even the people who told me they were going to buy 3090s, even when they knew it was $1,500, David's one of them at work. He was like, after he saw the performance results, he was like, nah, I'm just going to get 3080. There you go. Hold that thought. Devly in Floatplane chat says 3090 is Titan.
H11.
No, 3090 is
No.
not Titan.
Yeah.
I made it very clear in our review that the 3090 is not Titan. It costs as much as a Titan, so I can see why you're confused. But it's not a Titan because it doesn't have any of the Titan driver optimizations. It's just a really fast gaming card. Boom. All right.
So you were talking earlier about how it seemed weird that the 6800 got the XT moniker.
yeah.
When they're like so different.
Yeah.
What is interesting to me is how similar, while still being quite different, sure, but how similar the 6800 XT and the 6900 XT are.
In terms of spec.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Like
only
everything's the same except for compute units.
there's only 8
Whereas-
more compute units.
Yeah, which is like that's great,
but like almost everything else is different
Ah,
for the
bitch.
6800 to 6800 XT.
Yep.
Like they're incredibly different cards.
12 more compute units, higher game clocks. I mean, okay, other than that, they're
H11?
very similar. Higher power
Higher
consumption,
wattage.
though. Yep.
So like almost everything is the same except for the memory.
Now let's talk features. All the new GPUs support DirectX 12 Ultimate, including direct storage. So direct storage for the uninitiated
fuck am I gonna get
is
across?
that thing that I put my
I'm
foot in
surrounded.
my mouth over a while back where I was
All right,
making
I
fun
need
of
to, like-
PlayStation 5's SSD. Okay, it's not quite the same thing. Sony's implementation is likely slightly different, but
You're treading on dangerous
Oh my
ground
God.
there for a second.
the underlying hardware
Oh, no.
is obviously
Don't see me.
big Navi, okay? So
Okay.
yes, Sony's software implementation
Oh.
isn't direct storage, which is TM Microsoft, but it's
Jesus
basically
Christ.
functionally the same thing. So it allows the
This is super fucking annoying.
the GPU to have direct access to the main system storage. So it'll support variable rate shading and ray tracing via what AMD is calling ray accelerators,
Oh, shit.
not to be confused with RT cores. Okay, those are built into each compute unit. Now AMD also
they're at
will
the end of
apparently
this
have a take on DLSS upscaling. They're going to be calling it super resolution, not to be confused with virtual super resolution, which is AMD's upsampling technology.
That's a little annoying.
Okay. How hard
Not
is it
gonna
to come up with like a brand for this kind of stuff? You know?
Yeah.
Apparently very hard.
Maybe try to not call it the same thing.
Yeah.
So what's your feel?
My
The-
feel
what's
is
the, what's the vibe you're
I'm
getting
so
from these
okay.
cards?
So I'm gonna tell us. Let's do story time. Line of story time.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
remember when AMD launched Polaris. Polaris was their big like, Radeon is back. Yeah, we're gonna stop re-releasing the same graphics card with a new name over and over and over again. This is gonna be awesome. When they launched Polaris, they had a big event, like
Just more like
everyone and their dog was
crawlers,
there.
right?
They actually sponsored a video from me, which usually is an indication of one of two things. It either indicates things are going really well,
Queen of
or
Cards.
that things are going really not as well. And I had actually read it based on the amount of
What is this?
buzz from AMD people as things are going really well, and they just wanted to like make a big splash. And that was actually the video where Raja Kaduri dropped the card,
Yeah.
which was
Yeah.
very funny. That pretty much
Legendary.
made that video. I loved
Yeah.
it. Anyway, I remember showing up and like the big AMD is back moment. Aside from
Yeah,
pricing,
Red
it was very price
Mage at
competitive, so that was good
18.
until pricing like basically went up with the 500
Me,
series,
Steve
and then
22,
way up
Ranger 22,
during the mining
Warrior.
craze. But that's a whole different
what
thing.
the
We won't talk about
fuck?
that. Their big like
This
we're
isn't
back
great.
in the high end
We
was
only
like
have
a
two healers, and
crossfire
they're not even
slide
real healers.
where they were like, yeah, dual 470s or dual 480s or whatever was on it. It's like very
Yeah.
competitive with
Remember
Nvidia's like
we got a-
card that's actually good
we do have
on the
that.
high end. And like crossfire
Oh, okay,
supported on
sweet.
like lots of motherboards.
And they
so-
were they were trying to brag about Crossfire quality at that time as well.
Yeah.
that
How'd that
looks
work out
dope.
for them? Bad. So my problem is that AMD has disappointed me and hyped me
They're the
up
dream
so
trousers.
many times, and even like that wasn't that long ago. Like there's people that are still Raja's not there, but there's people still at AMD who worked with me on that event, and I was like,
And like to be
This-
clear, just something to add in here, because I know there's going to be people like me that enjoy pointing out that it's not just AMD that does that. It's happened with NVIDIA, it's happened with Intel, it's happened with basically everybody. It's happened a lot with AMD, and it's happened over the years. It wasn't like centralized at one point in time.
yes, AMD has been disappointing me for as long as I've been making tech videos. So it's like, well, before actually, if we go really far back.
Yeah.
So that's
Retail
my
days.
that's my problem, you know? That's why I have a really
But-
hard time with this. But fine, go.
These look kind of awesome.
They do look kind of awesome, but they always do this. Okay, so here's where it could go wrong. The drivers could be buggy and
Yeah.
flaky, like we experienced with the 5700 series, speaking of disappointments that weren't very long ago. They have gotten better since then, but at launch, they just shouldn't have launched at that time. Like, at launch, they were not good. So the drivers
Also,
could be bad.
continued
Well, that's not
continued
good.
driver support is often a little bit more
I
rough
don't know
on
if
that side. And they seem to prioritize like
I don't know if my
weird
controller needs to be
features that I don't think anyone really cares about, and then kind of
that bitch ain't coming on.
half-ass it.
And then they're not
And-
competitive on stuff that matters, like
That
video
actually- yeah.
encoding.
Let's find out if it's just the controller. I think
so
it's just the controller.
Disappointments. Another disappointment could be features. So they've like got an answer to everything from NVIDIA, but they've had an answer to a lot of NVIDIA's tech, like Shadowplay, for example, for a long time. But it's so who cares? So that's another way that it could disappoint. Another way it could disappoint is so far everything that I've seen in the slides is like average FPS. As far as I know, that's here. Hold on, let me pull up these images. Yeah, all they're showing is frames per second, which I would have to assume is average frames per second. It could be terrible when it comes to like 99th percentile minimums, and it could be really stuttery. So it could be a stuttery mess. Not actually effectively running at that level of smoothness.
Should have got unplugged in.
Also, AMD's recent swagger on the CPU side of things has been mostly based on measuring things the way that the tech press likes to measure it, not just kind of like making up their own metrics for things and saying, "Yay, we're competitive!
Oh, wait, we got a summoner?
Go AMD, stonks!" It's been better than that for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let AMD into my heart one more time.
Bitch.
I think you'd do it more than once. I think if they disappointed you this time, I think you'd do it again. But I am feeling pretty good about this. They have been on an uptrend overall for quite a while now, and we've been kind of waiting for GPU to catch up.
Yes,
So
we have.
hopefully this is it. I think if you
hit
just
that
buy
bitch
off
for
the
64.
hop, I
Shit.
think no matter what the scenario, I think no matter what
it's
the
hit
brand,
me.
you're taking a risk. I would still definitely wait for reviews. I would also wait. We saw this with 3000 series. I would also wait for user reviews as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because even the professional reviewers, it's a sample size of dozens, right?
And there's some brute force style testing that you can't really do.
Wow, 31 experience.
And like that's
testing.
Compatibility testing, like weird settings in specific games, weird resolution combinations, like a few things like that just probably aren't going to get tested. That's part of the reason why we've always suggested looking at a variety of reviewers.
Absolutely.
And that also ties into user reviews. So I would be cautious, but
I wonder why that went so well.
This looks awesome. I'm stoked. I'm really happy to have them back up. There's been all these memes, like there's a meme of Lisa Sue dressed up as the Reaper, and like Intel's door is already like knocked down, and then they're like knocking on Nvidia's door. It's cool. I like it. I like the energy. I'm happy competition is coming. Intel had their day. Now it's time for Nvidia to hopefully get wrecked. That would be very, very healthy and good for the PC environment. So I hope they do it. I'm also excited to see just like full out Team Red computers. I think that's really cool and something we haven't seen in a way that I would say is legitimately in quite a long time.
Have you seen this?
I have not seen this, but that's amazing.
Only 426 people have seen this so far, but we can. I can post this in the chat if you guys want to go enjoy it for yourselves. This is fantastic. Basically, this already existed, but yeah. Anyway, you know what? It doesn't matter. We can put that away for now. It's pretty funny. Yeah, lots of AMD memes these days.
One of the slaps that they did was out of stock. We are definitely yet to see how many of these cards are going to be available.
Let's wait and see. Because with all the excitement around gaming in general right now, guys, like remember, it's like not just Techtober, it's like new console launch Techtober. And new console launch means lots of exciting games coming. Cyberpunk. How many tens of thousands of people are going to be upgrading their gaming PCs for Cyberpunk 2077? Like,
yeah, and it's COVID Techtober too.
Oh yeah.
People are knowing they're going to be stuck inside over the winter way more than they normally are.
All that pent-up demand.
Oh, that's some
They're
bullshit.
They're ready to do stuff.
One thing I don't have any demand for is AMD graphics cards in my workstations. Am I wrong to think that? OpenCL, like what OpenCL?
I don't think so. Well, because generally, okay, for one, yeah, it's probably just gonna be worse. But also, generally, you've usually stayed a gen back.
Ooh, 49 points. That's what I'm talking about.
You know
I
what?
know you're talking
Nice
about
little chunk out
3090s
of
right now,
ass.
but like, isn't that a thing?
Usually, we've stayed a gen back on CPU and GPU. We are talking about going 3090, and the reason for it is just that there's nothing current gen that makes any sense. So we could get
I'm only hitting for
we
1
could get
point, but
current gen quadros
Honestly,
because we need more memory. That's the problem.
Fuck
So
it.
we can't go 2080 Ti. It's only got
Might as
11
well
gigs
level
of
up my
memory. It's
fucking
not enough.
grind.
Because, and honestly, it's a bug with our 12K Blackmagic footage that we're trying to figure out if we can even freaking use. So RTX 3090 plus our Threadripper workstations seems to handle it. But I do like you said, I do worry about going current gen anything. So that's part of it. And then the other part of it is just NVIDIA's support in the applications that we use is just not even close to the same realm that AMD occupies. So it would be really, really tough for us to go AMD for our actual workstations, even if I would consider it for my personal rig. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you.
So you
Maybe
do
part of
2
this is
cycles of
just
that,
habit.
a range
but
attack, and then
man,
maybe
it would take
boost.
more than just being price competitive
throwing skill went
for
up.
me to consider
All worth it.
walking away from NVIDIA for my personal rig. Because you got to consider, like, how does you know, customer trust work, right? Like, I remember a time when graphics card driver crashes were a normal thing. I don't remember the last time I had one. And your experience might have been different. You know, maybe your power supply is not as good, or maybe
Hit him
there's
with that
some
range.
weird edge case compatibility issue with that game
Oh,
you love to play,
bitch.
or whatever the case may be. But my experience has been fantastic. And for me, it's really hard at my, you know, stage in life where I don't have as much time to tinker with things. Like, I don't even overclock my personal rig because I just can't be arsed. I don't need a little bit more performance per dollar. I need something that just works, so that if I sit down and I'm like, I'm gonna play a game, I play a game instead of playing tune the graphics card or reinstall the driver or whatever the case may be. So it would be really, really, really hard.
Oh, there we go.
Especially with a lot of people doing work from home, and their personal computers are, it's not just for gaming or doing whatever else they want to do on it personally, but it's also for work stuff. That has to have
Damn, man, that's still shit.
100% uptime.
Now
It
AMD
has to be like
Bitch over here.
fantastic.
AMD says they're making a commitment to, you know, driver it up, and you know that's great. But you know, it's, if you can't keep it consistent from one board partner to another, well, actually, yeah, you end up with an NVIDIA RTX 3080, don't you? We got a chat from Ferno182 in the Floatplane chat here. My experience with the 5700 XT reference Gigabyte has been very good so far, but I know there's a lot of people that have tons of driver issues. Totally. Meanwhile, AJ is like, yep, yeah, mine's been great on my
Wait, did I
HP
hit
PC,
it?
but
Oh, I
like,
was gonna say, Jesus
AJ,
Christ.
you went and you put it in like a secondary machine. Would you put it in your daily drive? In your main rig? Interesting. There's a couple more interesting features that we should talk about that make Radeon 6000 series unique. There's 128 megs of infinity
range attack.
cache that's on die that's over twice as fast as the GDDR6 and is apparently to help reduce memory bandwidth bottlenecks. And there's a set bonus. So this
I like that.
is interesting. Smart Access Memory provides the CPU with full access to all of the GPU's memory. That is, as long as you're running Ryzen 5000 series. And apparently, you're looking at a 6 to 10% speed up in games that benefit. Now, rumblings online suggest that this is an implementation of the resizable bar feature that Microsoft is pushing, meaning that future NVIDIA GPUs and Intel CPUs may support it, but it's only AMD for now. And what's really cool is that games don't necessarily need
Even with
explicit
boost.
support for it.
What did he say?
That could be a very exciting advantage for AMD in order to entice people to buy an all-red machine.
It's cool.
Communist
It's a cool
computer.
feature. And I was gonna say, like, there's another thing that's gonna get people to buy AMD, which is anything but Intel and Nvidia fans. People that just want to anyways. But there's the same thing on the other side, like you were saying, you're used to Nvidia, so you don't want to stick there anyways. But yeah, you said earlier, that AMD has had an answer for all of NVIDIA's features. I don't think that's quite true, but they also have unique stuff like this. So it's cool. Not very much. That's pretty much it.
That's a pretty big deal, though. Like
it is. It is super cool.
6 to 10% extra performance is better than a kick in the teeth. That's what I always say. And
it's a standard quote of mine.
And they've got Rage Mode, which is an automatic overclocking function that essentially just sets a higher power target. So it's not really overclocking, and AMD claims only a 1 to 2% speed up. So pretty much it's just what you could do in like 2 seconds in Afterburner on an NVIDIA card. It's worth.
Someone needs to make a custom PC that's like fire themed, and when Rage Mode activates,
okay,
it like lights the flames up or something.
We actually have an engineer
oh my God,
on staff at Creator Warehouse now that probably would have the capability to do something like that.
What is this shit?
That'd be sick.
That would be amazing.
You guys should do it. That'd be cool.
I don't want to be responsible for someone's house burning down. Okay, let me get through this, and then I will tell you something that this person's working on that is actually started out really stupid and is turning into something that maybe is cool. So it's worth pointing out that NVIDIA's RTX 3070 launch was stretched out from the 27th to the 29th in what appeared to be an attempt to bury the Radeon announcement. However, the AMD hype seems to have prevailed. We don't know how NVIDIA is going to respond, but then again, hold on, let me just make sure this isn't embargoed. Burke. Not that Burke, different Burke.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I had an email glitch. If you want to check out any of this for your test bed. Nope, not that one. Embargoed information, 10:30. Embargo lift is, oh, wait, 10:30, 6 a.m. Pacific time. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So NVIDIA has a Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War bundle with RTX 3080 and 3090 that's running now. So that's one of the responses, is giving away games. You can always tell competition's heating up when free games start coming with graphics cards again. Remember when graphics cards came with like 4 or 5 free games?
Or that even?
And like good ones, like you get like Prince of Persia and like some Assassin's Creed game, and then like a couple little ones you hadn't heard of. I'm like, yeah, cool, I've got like games to play for the next couple of months.
It also used to be like a relatively major form of, this was probably against terms of service, but it used to be a relatively major form of rebate, because people would try to flip the games.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it was a thing.
People would try to flip the games. People, Luke? People. Would you know the names of any of these people?
None of them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I have a worse confession.
Okay,
when I was a sales rep, from time to time, I would have people come in and buy a system with SLI, and I'd be like,
what?
Hey, you just got 2 copies of that game. You need both of them? More often than not, they'd be like, you know what? You've been very helpful. Here you go.
Oh my God.
I definitely got some games that way.
Did you flip them?
No, I tried to be a good boy. So no, I did not actually flip games. I did give them away to people, but I did not flip them.
That's smart.
Okay,
I wish I would have thought about
sorry.
that shit.
I don't think I remember this one.
Sweet. Okay, I'm going to talk about our project then. I have a problem. My feet sweat a lot. Like, that's why I wear sandals, okay? Because I have warm boy feet. And when I play badminton in particular, they sweat so much that the outside of my shoes, which are like this thick at the top, the outside is like wet to the touch. Not damp, wet to the touch. So my problem is that if I play even 2 days apart, my shoes will still be damp, even with those little absorbent like ball things that you can put in them. And when you play badminton in damp shoes or run in damp shoes or whatever else, your skin gets all soggy and makes it so that you can get blisters more easily, or you can like rip off chunks of skin if you're particularly rambunctious. So I had a problem, and I went to our new engineer who works for Creator Warehouse, and I was like, I want you to make me a shoe dryer. So the concept, okay, hold on a second. Now, such a thing does exist for like ski boot. Okay, stop. Such a thing does exist for like ski boots, like a plug-in shoe dryer that sits in like your entryway at your ski lodge or whatever.
48.
So you can put your boots on and it dries
not
it
too
out.
Good, not too bad.
But I don't actually need anything that hardcore, because it's not like a giant plastic boot. It's just like normal running shoes. So I just need any kind of airflow, is what I thought. So he did a proof of concept for me where he just put a little Noctua fan just like sitting in a shoe. Not only did it dry out the shoe like many times faster, it actually dried out the entire gym bag way faster, which I thought was pretty cool. So I was like, okay, here's my sort of key performance indicators for this product. It needs to have good enough battery that I can work out 3 times a week and only charge it once a month. It needs to be small enough to fit in my shoes. It needs to be affordable enough that I can like reasonably be expected to buy 2 of them, one for each of my shoes, and it needs to like, I don't know, kind of look cool. So I saw.
You're gonna try to sell this.
I saw. Okay, just hold on. Oh no! I intended this as a product from the get-go. So I saw a prototype today that is frankly amazing. And get this, it might end up being not totally stupid. So what it is it's 2 like Tesla-sized lithium-ion cells. So it's like pretty big, pretty long. You know, it's thick. It's a thick boy. It's kind of heavy, but that's what it takes to get a month of battery life out of something.
Damn, we still get 36.
So 2 big Tesla-sized cells. It's got a little PCB that he designed and had printed for like $1 somehow. I don't know how he managed to do that, but yeah, he knows a guy or something who does super cheap like prototype grade PCBs. And then it's got a little Noctua fan at the end, little like 5-volt Noctua fan. And I was looking at it today, and I was like, this is like a 10,000 milliamp hour battery bank at this point. Why don't we just make it also a battery bank? And then Nick's standing there, just hold on.
Oh my god.
Nick's standing there, and he's like, yeah. And if we need the fan to like blow air like around in it and circulate air, then we might as well just like make the fan a little bit more powerful.
This is stupid.
And it could also be just like a fan. So you could have a battery bank. Hold on. Shut up. You could have a battery bank that is also a fan. So if it's like a hot day, you just like hold it. So you got your USB plugged into the end as you're charging your phone in your pocket or whatever. You're like blowing a fan on your face. Or gaming from a gaming standpoint, okay? You put it up at the edge of your mouse pad, blow it over your gaming hand, okay? And if you're like, you know, going ham on a jog on the weekend or whatever, and you know you're gonna go out, you know, the next day, you want to go for a jog again, you pop it in your shoe, boom. 8 hours later, your shoe's dry, ready to go.
Yeah,
ready to
so
go.
the bit that you hold to have the fan blow nice air on you can heat up as well, so that it's an all-season sports device.
Well, it might just heat up anyway with those cells in there. No, actually, probably not. So anyway, Polo says no one will buy this. Don't worry about it. So, what was I going to say? Right. What we're going to have as sort of like a byproduct of this product just being what it is the best cooled battery bank on the market. Those cells are going to run so frosty cool because they're going to be actively cooled. I'm like very excited. Holiday on Floatplane says, so you started with a reasonable idea and then went full Linus. Lol.
You turned into like
Yes.
full like back of the showroom floor product shelf thing.
So yeah, I was hoping that it would be cheaper than what it will end up being, but my 1 month of battery life is sort of a tough one. Like most of the cost is just in the battery, excuse me, these cells.
But are you willing and or interested in selling like lower battery? Because like, do you really need a month? Like, I could plug my gym bag in every week.
I think for me, I want a month. As for
Why?
whether we could do like because I don't want to like charge that all the time. It's annoying. Like the whole point of it is that it's like.
But how much more is it going to cost?
Well, way more, obviously. Like 3 times as much. 3 times as much.
Oh God, I would definitely not pay 3 times as much. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm cheap. Maybe I'm not who you should be talking to.
You're very
I'm
cheap.
definitely not who you should be talking to.
Yeah, you're
What
very
the
cheap.
fuck?
Okay, so guys,
Yeah.
okay, let me know. Does anyone else want a shoe dryer?
Can we
Okay.
straw pull this?
I'm making it right now. I'm
Nice.
making it right now. Shoe
I'll-
dryer.
If you post it on Twitch or Floatplane, I'll get it on the other one.
All right, cool. I'm throwing it on Floatplane. Floatplane votes first. Here we go. Advance the mail-in voting. early voting access, early access voting.
What the
All right,
fuck,
I got
bitch?
it
I
in
had boost
Twitch
on.
now. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
What the fuck is going on? Did you already
And
use
I'll
this
go ahead and throw it in YouTube chat. YouTube chat
shield
moves so
shit?
fast, I don't even stand a chance here.
You're obviously not gonna. Oh my god, I don't believe it at all. I don't believe it in the slightest. I'm getting trolled. That I guarantee you that's what this is.
Whoa, hold. Speaking of
Oh
people
my
buying
God.
things from LTTstore.com, did you see Luke adjusting himself in his chair there real quick there, Styles?
Oh jeez.
Did you
Oh,
see
what-
that? Did you see that?
Wait, what are my stats?
Whoa,
I don't even know.
Why?
what is
Oh,
that?
what
what is
is
that?
this?
Is that a new item? What? Hold on a second,
Oh,
let me, oh
jeez.
shoot, I think I just
I got a
broke
minute
something.
till I
Oh,
level.
boy.
Shit.
Well,
What did you do?
I literally have
I'm
like
breaking
3K.
stuff. I'm breaking stuff. Don't worry about it. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Let's go back to the. Dang it. Where's the right one? Here it is. Oh yeah, typists and gamers, pick your flavor. We've got 4 different colors. We got blue. We got brown. We got red. We got black. The black is sick.
Nice and stealthy. That's actually pretty cool.
The black is absolutely sick.
I was
It
at the bottom of the stack. I didn't even look at it because I was like, I gotta wear the blue one. Just
Yeah.
have to.
You don't have to. You don't have to rep your preference. It just doesn't hurt. Shoot.
I would personally go with either repping your preference or black, because the black one's cool.
Oh no, what am I doing? Oh no, I moved my. Oh, where is it?
Did I get that
Can't
silk
find
thread?
it. Is this it? Oh
Wait, did
no.
I get the silk thread?
Yeah, I broke everything.
lotting
Can you
on all the silk
control
thread.
Z
Fuck that
changes that you've
noise.
made to a scene in OBS?
I don't think so.
Oh, what is this one? Oh yeah, there's your problem. Okay, so that'll go there. Hopefully I kind of lined it up with the other thing. And then that'll go... No, stop. This is horrible. This is horrible. I hate it. There we go.
Can't even help because I have no idea what's happening.
Put my thing here. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. It just means when I switch to our sponsors, it's going to do that annoying, stupid thing. I just fixed it today after like weeks.
I only got
of not
3K. I
caring.
need some money.
All right,
Fuck,
how about
fuck
that?
what they
Oh,
heard.
wow, that's not too bad. Oh, that's a different thing. All right, cool. So, guys, you want to go check that out. By the way, in unrelated news, the foil keyboard shirts, there were 3 that were a little bit different. We've only been contacted by 2 of the recipients. So you guys got to make sure that you contact support if your foil keyboard shirt looks a little weird or a little different. All right.
I wonder, it's very possible that someone bought one of those shirts as a Christmas gift
Oh, that does seem possible.
or a holiday present.
Okay, well, there's nothing I can really do about that. Whoops, there we go. All right, anyway, here's the keyboard shirt. If you guys didn't see it before, I think Luke was probably holding it up, but I had screen cap going. So there's the black one, there's the red one. Look at this guy. There's the blue one and the brown one.
Those keyboard shirts aren't really
The black
that great.
one actually has a little bit of shine in it. So we put some like
case you wanna see the keyboard
some
shirts
sparkle kind of
they're
dye
talking
in
about.
it, so it's not just black. The other ones are more just pure colors, and we tried to get them as close to the stem color as we could. Luke, this is probably
appreciate
a stupid
the color
question, but do
correction,
you
but,
happen to
like-
have a Cherry MX Blue keyboard handy?
It ain't that
Yes.
cool.
Luke looks down. Luke looks down somewhere else. How many Cherry MX Blue keyboards do you have handy, Luke, the Premier?
3.
3. What a nerd. Oh, that's why I love that guy. That's why I love that guy. Yes, G Holiday, it is red. It's very red in person. There we go, Cherry MX Blue. So can we see the color compared to the shirt? Hey, close enough. Looks good to me. All right.
These are they're shrouded in black. Like it's.
Oh, yeah,
the
no,
color's
it looks
actually
close.
The color's pretty close.
Yeah, it's close enough. That was what we were going for. It's not like perfect, but it's close enough. We have some Rocket Lake details though. So this was posted by random person 1234 on the forum. Intel's been pretty quiet
Oh,
since
I
AMD
missed.
announced the Ryzen 5000 series, dropping hints here and there that Rocket Lake is coming. Well, now we've got details. The new 11th gen Core CPUs, codenamed Rocket
Well, I
Lake,
don't have
will
one
run
with
on a
me.
new 500 series chipset and are using what Intel is calling Cypress Cove cores, which is essentially Ice Lake, or Sunny Cove, backported to 14 nanometer.
What did he say?
Not necessarily the greatest or most exciting time for them to
I don't
have
give a fuck.
processor launch.
No specific models were announced, but Intel's famous up to marketing points to 8 cores and 16 threads at the top of the line. Dr. Ian Cutra says this is
Hit
a
him in that
balancing act for
55.
the inclusion of AVX 512 as part of the Ice Lake architecture that it's based on. So yes, AVX 512 is one of those things that for most consumers is not going to be
Doing the
particularly
most damage
meaningful,
anyways. You can kiss
but
my
it's going to
ass.
cost you 2 processing cores if you want to go Rocket Lake instead of the current Comet Lake S lineup. New features include a memory controller capable of DDR4 3200 natively, PCI Express Gen 4, 4 more CPU PCI Express lanes for a total of 20, which is on par with Ryzen, a new UHD graphics core based
God
on
damn it.
Tiger Lake
That is
Ffxi,
not what I wanted to
new
fucking
media
do.
encoding engine support, up to 4K 60
No.
12-bit 4448 265,
I did not want to fucking pass on that.
and up to 4K 60 10-bit
So thread racks in that dough.
420AV1, and up to 3
Damn, I
4K
fucked
60
that up.
displays. So that's pretty cool via DisplayPort 1.4A, HDMI 2.0B. Oh, no HDMI 2.1, hey? That's kind of a bummer.
Hey,
Or
hey,
DisplayPort HBR3,
Hey.
which can support 8K 60.
hey.
Ooh. It also has Intel Deep Learning Boost. Intel is claiming a double-digit improvement in IPC gen over gen and is focusing on clock speeds in its early marketing for 11th gen.
One of the most interesting things about this to me
Yeah.
What
is
damages everyone
just
else?
that like we had this news and people have been eating up processor news like mad for a long time now.
8
Even though
points.
like there hasn't been a lot of experiences that are going to really fully utilize them. People have been really excited about processor news. This drops at a similar time to the big Navi announcement.
Are you
and
fucking
just
kidding me?
basically no one noticed.
That shit missed?
That's pretty much all I got to say about that.
That's pretty much that. All right, fair enough. We can go back to our straw poll results, though, now. The audience is divided. These are divisive times. 48% say yes. That's
Yes
one
to what? What's the question?
shoe dryer.
What does that mean?
It means shoe dryer.
The input lag for this controller.
I
kinda
believe this
sucks
is a brand new market segment that's being totally underserved right now.
Oh my god.
The market for people who sweat a lot
I'm
in their
almost ready
shoes
to
and need
buy
to dry them out,
another one.
because I ended up having to go buy a second pair of shoes so that I could alternate them if I'm playing too often.
So
Otherwise,
I have a question.
no, I'm not done
Was
yet.
the second
I'm
pair of
not done.
shoes
Dude, you
cheaper
gotta have some
than
sweaty
the
ass
shoe
feet
dryer?
to have to deal with that bullshit.
No, my shoes are pretty expensive. I spend more on like badminton shoes for sure than like actual shoes that I wear. I also go through them a lot faster. So no, not necessarily. So here's what happened. I ended up owning 2 pairs of shoes because my previous solution was to put them behind my server, actually, to dry them, and then put them back in my bag. And then I forgot them once, and I got to play, which is a 45-minute drive for me. I arrived, and I was like, oh my god, I don't have badminton shoes, and they won't let you on the court without non-marking shoes.
Yeah.
So either I could drive an hour and a half to go get shoes
Bitch,
and
what the
completely miss my session, or I could just buy shoes
those
while I
shit's
was
not
there.
even-
And I was like, okay, well, I guess this isn't that bad. I'll
Shit's not
just
even
have
working
2
half
pairs
the
of
time.
shoes, and then I'll just have one in my bag and one drying.
It's part of the reason why
3 to
pro shops
5 min
exist, is
AF
to grab that type
Kazay.
of customer.
100%. They got me for like $120 because I forgot my shoes. So it's pretty brutal. Yes, that server room did not smell great when I was using it as a shoe dryer. Although, on the subject of shoes not smelling good, if you dry your shoes quickly, there's less opportunity for bacteria growth, and the same can be said for your bag. Just having a little bit of airflow actually helps a ton.
Interesting.
There you go.
So you could increase the lifespan.
Apparently you can get the nerve to your sweat glands cut to stop sweating there forever? Wow.
That seems like
Has
not a good
officially
idea.
gone too far.
No, like sweating's a good thing.
Yeah, it doesn't seem
Hilarious.
like a good idea. What the fuck?
You like want to sweat. People that have that thing, I don't remember what it is, that makes so they can't sweat. That's like a problem.
Huh.
It like might be gross and stuff, but it good.
Crazy Town. All right. Speaking of Crazy Town, why don't we talk about our sponsors for the WAN show today? The WAN show is brought to you by Ffxi Footwear. Actually, let's do these in order. Hey, Ffxi Footwear! Thanks, Ffxi, for sponsoring today's WAN show. Ffxi Footwear is known for making comfortable shoes that are light and, most importantly, water resistant. You can walk in almost any terrain while keeping your feet dry. They just announced their new weekend shoe. They have a look that fits almost all occasions, and you can get $25 off each pair with offer code WANSHOW. And in the event that you stepped in such a deep puddle that the water went up over the sides of your Ffxi shoes and poured into them, you could even, they are 100% compatible with the upcoming LTTstore.com shoe dryer. Check them out at Ffxi.com/Wancho.
That was great.
The show is also brought to you by Honey, the free shopping tool that finds the best promo codes whenever you shop online at sites like Amazon, eBay, Newegg, Razor, Best Buy, Walmart, and more. Those of you who have downloaded Honey at our link have saved over 100 grand. That's right, 100 grand in the past few months. And Honey doesn't cost anything. They get a small commission from the sites where you shop. So it's all about that commission for them, not your data. It's free to use, installs in just 2 clicks, and you can get it now at joinhoney.com/Linus. For our next sponsor, I have a video that I'm supposed to play, apparently.
Yes.
This is becoming a popular new way for, oh no, I've got the wrong thing here. Okay, here we go. Hey, there it is. Autonomous is the industry-leading producer of premium-built office chairs and standing desks. Their Smart Desk Core is the first ever standing desk with an anti-collision feature that is user-adjustable. That's right, you will not collide with your colleagues anymore. It also syncs with an app which not only lets you control the desk wirelessly, but allows you to schedule your sit, stand, and exercise sessions that fit your work routine perfectly. You can also learn your work habits with the app's analytics. It's the #1 productivity hack for anyone working from home. And pre-orders for the Smart Desk Core will open on November 4th, with one of our lucky viewers getting a chance to win one right now. Just go to the link in the video description. The fastest to tell us, wait, what?
That's kind of hard because he just like...
Okay, who is admitting this?
I feel like
Apparently
Boost
the
doesn't
fastest
do
to tell us
good
in the
with
live chat what the 2 new Smart
weapon
Desk
skills.
Core features are.
That's kind of weird, right?
Wins a Smart Desk Core. This is a bad system for this. How the hell were we going to administrate this? I would assume it would.
Grouch.
You know what? We'll figure out the giveaway. No, forget it. The giveaway's off. We'll do the giveaway next week. We'll do the giveaway next week. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
It's off. We'll do it next week. Oh man. Okay. Why don't we go?
That was quite the YOLO just thrown in at the end of the notes.
Did not think that one through. All right, Apple's been sued. Is privacy anti-competitive? Original article here is from MacRumors.com. In 2021, iOS 14 will require apps to get opt-in permission from users to collect their random advertising identifier, which advertisers use to deliver personalized ads and track how effective their campaigns were. Ahead of this change, advertising companies and publishers have filed a complaint against Apple with France's Competition Authority, arguing that the enhanced privacy measures would be anti-competitive. The complaint alleges that the wording of Apple's permission prompt will lead most users to decline tracking of their device's advertising identifier, which would result in lost revenue. Lost revenue for advertisers.
That's like the one thing Apple's got that I can't ever take away from them. I'm not like an Apple fan, but like
Facebook warned advertisers that the prompt could lead to a more than 50% drop in audience network publisher revenue.
Oh,
get wrecked, Facebook.
In a statement, Apple reiterated its belief that privacy is a fundamental right, adding that if people don't bring their phones to an Apple store, they shouldn't really be allowed to fix them anyway, should they? Sorry, no, that's not what they said. Have you seen all the stuff with the new iPhone 12?
I've seen some of it.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've seen all of it, but
it's still rumored, but it looks like, actually, I think displays are confirmed that they are tied to the SoC. And then I think it's rumored that camera modules in the 12 might be tied to the SoC as well, which is like totally arbitrary and unnecessary. Anyway, no, in a statement, Apple reiterated its belief that privacy is a fundamental right, adding that a user's data belongs to them, and they should get to decide whether to share their data and with whom. Apple said its own data collection doesn't count as tracking because it doesn't share the data with other companies.
I hit that 31 points of damage.
Sorry. See, if Apple just didn't collect this data, then they would have a stronger leg to stand on. So they say only we can benefit from your data.
I also as much as you know what? Sometimes even when they find a way to make it personal gain, you can applaud companies' attempts to do things for the people, because you might as well. And if they can find some way to make it benefit themselves, then that's great. But this very, very much just seems like an attack on Google.
Apple's position here, says Conan Kudo over in the Floatplane chat, doesn't really square with them building their own search engine and ad network.
Yeah, they're just fighting Google.
Yeah, cool. Oh, and apparently that is confirmed. The display and camera. Wait, no, I don't think the camera one is confirmed. Okay, I don't wanna put my foot in my mouth here, so I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm gonna put my foot somewhere. It's gonna be in a dry shoe. Hey! Apple said that the prompt will be displayed on an app-by-app basis. And Apple already delayed the introduction of the prompt until early 2021 to provide developers with more time to make the necessary changes. Now,
see, I would like this slightly different in a way that would piss the other people that aren't Apple off even more. And that would be to just have one, like, sure, okay, by default it could be app-by-app basis, but I'd love to just have one override that's just like, yep, just don't share it ever. Screw 'em.
That would be nice.
General ads. I don't want targeted ads. You're still gonna get ads. Just to be clear.
Oops, my bad. Sorry, Anger Panda PC. I fixed it.
There we go.
Camera is apparently
Wrecked his
confirmed.
ass.
Okay, there you go. So that's terrible news. So much for right to repair. See you later. What about right to not sign into Facebook on the Oculus Quest 2? Turns out it was jailbroken already. A VR researcher claims to have discovered a successful Oculus Quest 2 jailbreak giving root access to the device. How long has this thing been out? Like 2 weeks?
Jesus Christ.
Not long, but the okay, sorry, keep going.
No, I want to
there we
hear
go.
your part of the story because it's exciting. It's the best part.
Almost immediately on Twitter, Palmer Luckey and others offered jailbreaking bounties for people that would jailbreak this device.
Okay, throwing
it
skills
looks
going up
like
now. It wasn't going up before.
WebXR
It's kinda
developer
weird.
Robert Long offered a $5,000 reward for jailbreaking the Quest 2, a bounty that Oculus Rift inventor Palmer Luckey claimed he would match. Okay, so I guess it was Robert Long first. I even thought about jumping in, but I wasn't going to jump in that high, and the amount that I was willing to jump in at was pathetic, so I just decided to not bother.
$5.
Yeah, if there was some like GoFundMe and that would have like gone towards it,
There we go.
I would have chipped in something. Just as a like, screw you guys. Like I don't even want an Oculus Quest 2, and I'm not going to get one.
19? Oh, hell
But
yeah.
I've
So
tried
we
it.
all go up a
It's
level.
very compelling. It's like very compelling. I mean, you already have an
Hey,
index,
really? You're
so
gonna
it's
use
like
another
it's
presentation,
irrelevant
man?
for you, I guess.
That's,
but
yeah.
it's
Wow,
very compelling.
dude.
It's like, whew. Like if you have a
Doesn't even
Facebook
matter
account
that we all level
anyway, and
now.
you don't like give a hoot. Oh yeah, in the interest of FTC disclosure guidelines, our Oculus Quest 2 video that's coming is sponsored. So I need to make sure you guys know that. But this is just not part of our agreement with them. So this is just me talking off the cuff, and the odds are exactly 0 that anyone working on that deal from the agency or whatever is looking at this. So I don't even care.
Bitch.
It's very compelling.
I've also heard
It's a
that
great
like,
value.
while I'm here and I'm for pooping on Facebook all day, every day, but I have heard that while there are reports of people getting banned for no reason,
Yep.
and like there's that guy that had like literally never posted anything or done anything on his Facebook account ever, and he got banned, and all this other jazz.
That is
I've heard
weird.
it's relatively few and far between. It's not like actually a problem that a very noticeable amount of consumers are having. I don't know how true that is. I'm sure people on like the Oculus subreddit and stuff would like to step in there more. I haven't been paying too much attention to it because, like you said, I have an index, so I don't really care that much. But I just think it's absolutely amazing that people came together to support someone jailbreaking this, and I think it's absolutely amazing that it happened. It's just
So
There we go.
quickly.
I love it. Yeah.
58 is
To
what
be
I'm talking
clear, I'm
about.
still not recommending that you run out and jailbreak your device. We have no idea what this means for the long term of like software updates and stuff like that.
Yep.
But the fact that it's possible, I mean, the thing is so cheap that at least there's
We're hitting
like,
a lot more
relatively
often
little
now
risk.
and doing more
I mean,
damage.
it's
so I
still
think it's gonna
$300.
raise our
Don't get me
dagger
wrong.
skill.
It's an expensive toy, but compared to like previous VR headsets of this grade, like the lenses are great. Oculus has always had better lenses than anyone else, and it's still got it. The pixel
Throwing skills
density
going up.
is
I'm happy to see
step
that
up
shit.
from last gen, like a noticeable step up from last gen. The fact that you can flip between
I'm starting to think
wireless,
Boost wasn't a
like
good idea.
standalone
I
mode
might just go
and
back
then
and sub
wired
war
with a
again.
USB-C cable
Honestly,
so seamlessly and quickly is really cool. 72 hertz.
Boost really isn't doing a
Real
goddamn
bummer.
thing.
But it's a 90 hertz display, and apparently 90 hertz will be unlocked officially moving forward at some point.
And nice
And
and cheap.
it's already been hacked as well. So
Fantastic. Someone in the Gondomar in the Flowplane chat mentioned the fact that it's happening at all is bad, and what he means by that is like the weird random bans from Facebook not being able to use your VR device and all this other kind of stuff. Oh, I strongly agree. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying most users aren't experiencing it.
And weird random back bans are bad too.
Yep.
Yeah, like that's bad, but it's also just not unique to Facebook or the Oculus Quest 2.
It's true, and it should have never happened, and Facebook should have had their grubby fingers not in there at any point in time. But it's a thing. We live in this world now.
Speaking of worlds we live in, Retina, 10,000 pixel per inch display developed. This was from the Stanford News Brief. One of the biggest problems with VR is the screen door effect, or the gaps between pixels that you notice when looking at a display that's so close to your eyes. Well, it may soon be a thing of the past. Samsung and Stanford have made a 10,000 pixel per inch display that could lead to flawless VR, assuming we had the graphics horsepower to drive the friggin' thing. The new OLED tech uses films to emit white light between reflective layers. One silver and another made of reflective metal with nano-sized corrugations. Nano corrugations!
I don't even know
this optical metasurface.
The fuck is that?
Man, these words are so great. Changes the reflective properties and allows specific colors to resonate through pixels. The design allows for much higher pixel densities than you see in RGB OLEDs on phones, but doesn't hurt brightness to the degree that you see with white OLEDs and TVs.
Would that be easier to push as well? Like if they're just reflecting things, are you pushing?
No, they're still pixels. In addition to having a record-setting pixel density, the new Metaphotonic OLED
I would really like the level.
with better color accuracy than existing ones, and easier and more cost-effective to produce. It sounds like carbon nanotubes at this point.
Yeah.
It's going to be better and cheaper and easier. You're going to love it.
Once we can make more than one of them.
Samsung is apparently already working on a full-size display using this 10,000 pixel per inch tech, and the design of the corrugations makes large-scale manufacturing viable. Wow. So this may just be a question of when and where rather than if. That's awesome. That's pretty exciting.
Bitch.
Speaking of when and where, you should check out that next link.
The Verge. Oh yeah, I saw this. So,
hilarious.
Yeah. Amazon's brand new Razer phones have a fingerprint warning. We apologize if you see fingerprints on your device. Amazon apparently was unboxing phones and folding them for customers to reduce the odds of them arriving with shipping damage.
They said, end quote, "We apologize if you see fingerprints on your device."
Wait, oh no, hold on a second. Motorola now tells The Verge that it's the one doing the folding. Motorola is packaging the new Razer in its closed form at the factory level. Once the device leaves our facilities, it is not reopened. Motorola places strict requirements on handling with gloves and sanitation procedures along with shipping protocols. We'll continue to closely monitor. Wait, what? That doesn't add up. Yeah, that's actually the next line of the article here. There's something doesn't add up. If they're being packaged at the factory level by people with gloves, why would we be warned about fingerprints? Okay. There's a specific incident that caused the shift. Okay, well, either way, if you're buying a Motorola Razer, you're doing it wrong anyway, so most of you people watching this are probably more savvy than that and didn't buy a Motorola Razer. So it should be fine.
The nostalgia of your old school Razer from the early mid 2000s.
From the Mesozoic era.
Yeah, to buy a Lenovo phone that has a mediocre camera. I don't really understand it. If you absolutely must have a folding candy bar phone, then just get a Z Flip.
Yep.
If you must have one. Why you must have one, I can't fathom it. But if you must.
We're getting those skill ups. We're getting those skill ups.
Oh, this is weird. Super chat seemed to be broken. That is super unfortunate. I can only see the ones from 657 and on. Don't resend them though, guys. I do see Hazebuster. Much love from Germany. Thank you for that. And Blixa says, I know this won't be read till later, but just wanted to mention that even with a back ban, you can still use your index. Hey, that is true. That is true. But you could also, depending on your Steam account, be out much more than the cost of an index. So Luke's and my point was just that random bans for no reason are bad, no matter who does it.
Yes.
That was what we were getting at there.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's pretty much it for the big news this week. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on, Luke?
I don't think so. I wanted to bring up that folding phone thing just because I thought it was funny. I think people should go subscribe to Flowplane so they get to see Secret Shopper on time.
Yes. Secret Shopper is going to be early access on floatplane.com, and it is a doozy. It is a doozy this time around. Spoiler alert, it's a doozy. That's not really a spoiler, but it's definitely.
I'm actually pretty excited. I really enjoyed the last one. I thought it was awesome. That was genuinely fantastic content.
Can we hit this guy
and
already?
I've been wanting a follow-up because it's been long enough that like very significant changes could have happened. So,
Heck yeah. All right. I will. Oh yeah, I should go through a few super chats here. Cameron Ogletree says Linus fixed the lower third. Oh yeah, I fixed that. Eric says check out Cedar Show Trees if you want to really extend the life of your shoes. Cedar Show Trees. What are you talking about? Cedar Shoe Trees. Shoe Trees. Did I just read that wrong? No, you typed that wrong.
Fuck,
Cedar
I didn't get. Oh, I do have an instant warp.
Got
Fuck
it.
yeah.
Okay. Something. Yeah, I mean, for
so
me.
you found here's your competitive analysis, Linus.
Yeah, I really don't need a cedar shoe tree because what wears out my shoes is that my feet like wear through the bottoms of them, and the top layer like rips off just from the force of like lunging on the gym floor or like moving side to side. They just
lunges
get torn
while your
apart.
feet are sweaty. Like I know you mentioned this, but like it can screw your feet up like really fast.
Yeah, and your shoes.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Did you know that
My
the
throwing
Gateway
skills are
brand
getting
has
some
come
nice
back,
like little
says
skill ups
Angel?
going on.
Did you know that I don't care?
Same with dagger skills. I
pretty sure
feel
we
like this
talked
is like
about
the
that
sweet
quite a while
spot for
ago.
these
Yeah.
guys.
So brutal. Gateway.
That's the thing about
William
level sync. They
says,
don't
Heal
really
Minus,
tell
we
you. Is
also
like
have
if
the
you go
mouse pad
too low
samples
level
you
for
got.
too long,
It's
you're not
been a
actually
while
getting
now.
any skill
What's
ups,
going on
even
with
if
them?
like
They're coming. We have Playstar
even
bulk
if you
order.
leveled
They
faster.
are
You know what I mean?
100%
And like
coming.
you were able to get the skill ups.
Yeah, all I know is.
Oh, there we
Gateway
go.
got
Okay,
to market
dagger skill
before you guys
60.
did.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Kyle messaged me. He's like, hey, noticed you guys don't have any mouse pads. Thought I'd send you a couple mouse pads. What's your address?
Oh, right.
Go f yourself, Kyle. C. Hobbs says, can you say hey to my wife, Jen? Yes, I can. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys very much for tuning into the WAN show. We will see you again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Bye.
Apparently mouse pads are going on a ship tomorrow. There you go. That's from the one and only Nick Light. Oh no.
Dude, you
There we
shit
go.
me? That's 2 times in a fucking row.
Holy crap. You were crazy.
What did I do?
What the heck?
You know we're still rolling, right?
The bird.
Oh, the bird. I thought you were talking to me.
Yeah, Linus, you were nuts. No, this guy just decided he wanted maximum attention like halfway through.
You know what else is crazy? Ram Show gets like 25,000 live viewers.
He's kind of nuts.
It's like the least efficient way to get your tech news.
Yeah.
It literally airs at the same time as the most efficient way to get your tech news. Techlin.
I watched / listened to the weirdest WAN show review recently. What do you want? Where the guy was talking about how he only watches WAN show for tech news, and it's WAN show is one of the only things on YouTube that he like. If it's there, he will definitely click on it. He will potentially like middle click it into a different window or click on it and watch it right away. Like it'll be one of the two guaranteed every time because he finds it's like the best source of tech news.
There we go.
And, like he gets everything
Got
and like
that
we have good
48.
analysis and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, what are you talking about? We're off topic like almost constantly. All of our news is old.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate it, but yeah.
Oh, I think.
All right. Bye-bye.
There it is.
Bye.
Spools.
And we are off YouTube. And
let's get that hit. Let's get that hit. There we go. And now weapon skill. That hoe. There we go. We're hitting for 4 now. That ain't too shabby. Alright, boys. We got 2 more after this one. Fuck you guys. You guys fucking suck ass. I'm getting that silk thread though. I'm not leaving. Dude, I didn't even get to level. Fuck you. Well, at least I got the silk thread. Like, that's kind of dope, right? Alright, guys. We just watched some tech news.
Nice.
He's just like older and like busier now, but he still frequents.
And we're live. Welcome to the WAN Show, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a fantastic show for you today. Lots of good things to talk about. AMD took the performance crown this week. Luke, did you think you'd live to see the day?
In recent years, yes, but if you asked me 5 years ago, maybe not.
Yeah, no, I'd have said the same darn thing. Unfortunately, it looks like there are some discrepancies between our benchmark results and some other reviewers. So we're going to talk through what we think might have happened here. Anthony's been doing a little bit of post-mortem investigation here. In other news, Apple's A14X benchmarks have leaked ahead of the upcoming Apple event, which might give us some idea what to expect from the Apple Silicon Max. Does that not sound like iPhone whatever Max, like Pro Max, like Apple Silicon Max? It's to the extreme. What else we got today?
Release version 2. Uber and Lyft do not have to classify drivers as employees. That was a big. We were talking about that on the WAN show like 3 or 4 years ago, at least. And a swift kick in the gnats. Your router is probably vulnerable, which sucks. We'll talk about that later, though.
Womp womp.
I almost wasn't done, but now
Oh,
that's
crap.
a pretty major clickbait.
Oh, dang
Just
it.
so
There we go.
Your network is vulnerable.
Well, it's not bait if it's real. You know,
Yeah.
the point of bait is that there's like a hook that lodges itself in your tonsils under it. Like, that's what bait means.
True.
Oh crap. Who am I supposed to have here for this week? Oh balls.
Looking for sponsors?
They are.
Squarespace.
They're sponsors, all right. Hold on. Full page. Here we go. Oh, MSI, Ridge Wallet, Squarespace. There we go. Sure, whatever. Okay, cool.
Right,
so why don't we? I did it. Reddit. Why don't we jump right into AMD 5000? Did you watch our review?
Okay.
You piece of shit.
Yes. Emma's been trying to get me to read your mean comments video or whatever that was recently, but I was like, I'm busy.
Busy, yeah.
Doing stuff.
Luke's been super busy on the float plane lately. It's actually been really good. Really good. We've been getting lots of updates. So fine, why don't I fill you in? After much anticipation, AMD has launched their Ryzen 5000 series desktop processors based on their new Zen 3 architecture. One of the craziest things about this launch to me is the fact that there was no die shrink. Like, this is still a 7nm chip, just like the last one, except more faster and more better. So the Ryzen 5 5600X is $299 US. That gives you 6 cores, 12 threads. Remember when $300 US could get you 6 cores, 12 threads in the Intel days? Before AMD was competitive? No, I'm kidding. Luke's like panicking. He's like,
instantaneous sound where you jump up to
wait,
get your, like puking.
hold on a second.
We're gonna get an email from Epic.
Sure shit.
I don't want
Came out
to.
two rappers.
I don't want to
Just
fail the
rappers,
test.
too.
I'm gonna have to make an apology
At
video.
least her body like rejected
Yeah,
it.
so we didn't have that. 65
didn't get,
watt
like, stuck in her
TDP.
gut.
Like what? 5800X.
Well, actually,
this
yeah,
one
it gets
is
stuck in her gut.
killer.
That's the
8
crazy
cores,
thing. 'Cause, like, the
16
rappers,
threads,
you could still, like, the ink
4.7
didn't even come off and
gigahertz
shit,
max
like-
boost, 105 watt
I could-
TDP.
one of them was like a-
5900X
looked
if
like
you're
a
into that
musketeer or
Mondo
something.
performance.
And
I
then
think
the
the
other one was like
5600X and the 5900X are really
Airheads,
just
what the
like
fuck are things?
the ones to
Warheads.
buy, and it's pretty
I
clear.
was just gonna ask you, and I
That's what I'm saying.
do kind of agree, but it is. I mean, it is $50
Oh, what the
bucks,
balls? This isn't what I want.
and I think quite a few people wouldn't notice necessarily the benefit
From
between the
8 to
50.
12 cores?
I
but
think
y-
I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying quite a few people.
I think you're mad, sir. I think you're mad. I think you need to sit down and have a drink of water, LTTstore.com. I think you're delirious. Delirious. So, you know what? No, I strongly disagree. Because if you need 8 cores, you need 12. There. I said it. And if you
It's
don't
like,
need
alright,
8 cores,
Okay,
then buy a
yeah.
5600X. That's my take on that. Because it's $200 cheaper. So you can really tell that, particularly
Oh,
right
yeah,
now,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
AMD's yields on these are such
Yeah,
that
I'm so
they
glad we
really
didn't have to
want
go
you to
play golf
buy
the
the
other day.
ones that are
I
6
fucking
cores
would have been so
per CCX.
so goddamn bored.
And you're saving a
Golf
lot
is
of
lame.
TDP
I'm sorry,
there as well.
I don't
Yeah,
I don't
okay,
understand.
take
That is
back.
like
With two
that
dead
is like
two
the
dead
rich man's
cores,
sport.
so you can tell they've got
don't even know.
some defects to deal with. Otherwise,
It's just so
I do
boring.
think that there would be a smaller price difference going from a 5600X to a 5800X.
Yeah, I'm not.
The
I'm not
5800X does have the highest base
To be
clock
honest.
and boost clock, but it's by
Um,
such a small
alright, well,
amount.
fuck it.
Or no, not boost clock.
Not boost. No, it boosts
Dang.
higher as they go. So the more
That's interesting.
cores you got, the better the odds you can find a real golden 4.9.
And he tried to put golf on the TV, and I was like, fuck you, no. I was like, I will literally watch anything in this world, but I'm not fucking watching golf.
Yeah, golf
That
sucks.
shit is retarded.
I'll be honest,
It's
like
so
I don't
much
even
fun.
like watching baseball too. Baseball is fucking pretty
Baseball's-
boring, man.
Unless you're there.
Well, no, baseball's like it's weird. Baseball has like, if they do one cool thing, it's like cool. But like that's it.
It's like one, and how much of a time frame are you getting?
And how many games?
But if you're there, it's fun.
I don't understand that. Like, I mean, you could just get drunk anywhere and have a good time.
It's just, I don't know, it's just fun.
Hmm.
I don't know. The last game I went to, I had fun. I was with my girl Ashley. We had a blast. But it's just not very exciting.
All right, chat. I'm fucking out. You stupid bitches. Just kidding. Come back next time.